right, big news coming in from the state of Assam. Himanta Biswa Sarma government bans second marriage in the state. Assam now bans second marriage for government employees. No polygamy for Assam government employees. Ruling now as Assam cracks a whip on second marriage. Himanta says will enforce a ban on polygamy in the state. Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma on state government circular pertaining to restrictions on more than one marriage for government employees in the state says this rule was there even earlier, but we didn't enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
This is a old circular. A Assam government employee, from the point of view of our service rule, he is not entitled to enter into a second marriage. However, if some religion allow you to enter into a second marriage, even then, from the conduct rule, you have to seek permission from the state government. Now, state government might give you, may not give you. So, we often get cases where after the death of the employee, both the wives fight for the pension. We find it very difficult to settle those disputes. Today also many widows are deprived of their pension because of conflicting claims. So this rule was there earlier. We did not enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
All right, I'm cutting across to our correspondent Anupam Mishra joining us on the phone line. Anupam, go on. He says that there was a ruling already. It's now enforced, no polygamy, basically no second marriage. But can we equate polygamy to second marriage? Those who want to have a divorce and remarry again, is that allowed? Or is second marriage banned altogether?
Actually, Nabila, this new order is in line of the policies adopted by Himanta Biswa Sarma on polygamy. And you know that Himanta Biswa Sarma is already prepared to enact law to prevent polygamy in the state. So this new order is in the same line, and it prohibits government employees to have a second marriage. And you know that in some religions there's no ban on second marriage or third marriage. Polygamy is allowed, but according to this new notice, this second marriage is prohibited by the Assam government. And Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying that this rule is not new, and it is hereby reiterated that as per the provisions of Rule 26 of the Assam Civil Services Rules 1965, no government shall employee or servant who has a wife living shall contract another marriage without first obtaining the permission of the government. So, if some government employee wants to have a second marriage, he has to take permission of the government. So this is the new law, and this is in line of the policies adopted by Himanta Biswa Sarma on polygamy.
Well, quite an absurd ruling if you really look closely here. Why is this only for government employees? Himanta Biswa Sarma says no polygamy, will not allow second marriage in the state. Sparked quite a controversy around this. Let me cut across to what he said yet again.
This is a old circular. A Assam government employee, from the point of view of our service rule, he is not entitled to enter into a second marriage. However, if some religion allow you to enter into a second marriage, even then, from the conduct rule, you have to seek permission from the state government. Now, state government might give you, may not give you. So, we often get cases where after the death of the employee, both the wives fight for the pension. We find it very difficult to settle those disputes. Today also many widows are deprived of their pension because of conflicting claims. So this rule was there earlier. We did not enforce it. Now we have decided to enforce it.
All right, Anupam still is with us. Anupam, is this ruling also for women employees? Can they get married for the second time? How does this really work? And why is it only for government employees?
Actually, what Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying, that this is not a new rule. This rule was there, but it is being enacted right now at present. And earlier, this rule was also there in the service book of the government employees. But they have not enacted it. They have not forcefully prohibited this, or they have not enacted that rule. But right at present, the government of Assam is trying to enact that old rule. And that is why he is saying that. And the problem the government is facing with the second marriage or third marriage is the settlement of pensions, and that is the technical difficulty which government is facing, and that is the main reason behind enacting this old rule. This is what Himanta Biswa Sarma is saying, and I suppose it also applies to women employees of the government.
All right, so let's get it clear. One can divorce and remarry, or can't have two wives at the same time?
It is still not clear. We will have to see the exact thing. What has been the order, and what are the subsequent things about the order? Because the order says very little about the possibilities of divorce and marriage. And there's one thing also. They have said that if a government employee wants to have a second marriage, he has to take opinion or permission of the government. So it is not entirely prohibited. I think if someone wants to get married, second marriage, so he has to take permission of the government. So that option is there for the persons or the government employees who want to do second marriage.
Well, thanks very much, Anupam, for joining us on that. We're going to see how the state responds to this. Himanta Biswa Sarma says this is a bid to crack down on polygamy, which some religions promote. And now for government employees, a clear direction. Second marriage not allowed. If you want to marry for the second time, you've got to take government consultation.